actively press into your hands. Let me grab my ball. And as you press into the hands, hover the elbows away from the floor. And take the stretch into the shoulders, into the fingertips out a little further in front. We'll take a breath here, start to walk your way over to the right. As you lay your chest over that right thigh, pressing into the hands, reach the hips over to the left. And then keep us nice and long, walking through center. We'll make our way over to the left this time, pressing the palms into the floor and reaching your hips over to the right. Breathe into that right side. And making your way back to the center. This time as you inhale, lengthen the belly, shifting forward. And on an exhale, draw the tailbone back around your spine, rock back. So inhale, shifting forward, the belly will lengthen. Bring your shoulders slightly further as exhale, rock back. Move through that a couple more times. Just moving with your breath. And then the next time that you shift forward from here, we'll take this into a circle over to the right. Bring the hips back toward the heels. Round the spine, bring it weight all the way over toward the left hand. And then the next time that you shift forward, let's reverse that circle. So coming over the left, all the way back around. And then the next time you shift forward, slide the hands in a bit. Bring your hips and knees in line, and we'll start to make our way through cat and cow. So extending the heart as you inhale, drop the belly. On an exhale, curling the tail under. Really actively press into the hands as you round up to the spine. The belly will drop, the heart will lift. Exhale, pressing into the hands, round all the way up. Move through a few more rounds of cat and cow here, extending the heart and then rounding all the way up. See if you can press into the hands, curling the tail under. One more like that. And then we'll find neutral where you're not arching around in the back. Keep this right leg back. Tuck the toes under, press back through the heel. We'll rock it back and forth a couple of times. And then rocking back, find that stretch from your heel through the sitting bones. Shift forward just a bit. Lift the leg here, flex the foot, and then tap the toes down. Just engaging the core, kind of warming things up. And we'll take that left hand back and make sure the hips are level. As you feel steady, lengthening that arm alongside your ear, tapping down and rising it. Keep the back of the neck long. And on our last one, we'll reach out in both directions. Hold on to this. Like you're being pulled apart, taking that hand to the floor. Go ahead and take the foot over that opposite foot. Take a peek over your left shoulder here. Reach back through your heel. And then release your toes. Taking that knee down to the floor. Left leg comes straight back. Tuck the toes under. Rock it back and forth. Kind of waking up to the back of that leg. The next time you reach back, hold, breathe into that whole left side. And then we'll shift forward just a bit. Go ahead and lift the leg without lifting the hip. Tap it down and rising up. Taking your hand back to your pelvis, make sure hips are level. And then taking that arm alongside your ear, adding arm to leg. Spread through the fingers. Make sure you're not just kind of sinking down into your wrists. On this last one, hold, keep the back of the neck long, reach in both directions. Take that hand to the floor, release your foot over the opposite foot, press back to your heel. Get that nice stretch of the whole left side, breath in. Release your toes, bring your knee down to the floor. We'll slide the hands forward here, tucking the toes under, lift your knees, reaching the hips up and back. Start to pedal out the feet. So bending one knee. As you reach and straighten that other heel toward the mat. And then press down to that right heel, hold. And we'll switch, press down to the left heel and hold. And then lengthening both heels toward the floor, lifting up through the sitting bones, press into the hands. Shift forward and we'll find that high plank, shoulders over the wrists, firm the belly and thighs, press actively into the floor. Exhale, thighs, draw you down. And once again, shifting forward, find that plank. As the crown of the head reaches toward the wall in front of you, reach the heels toward the wall behind you. Nice, exhale, thighs, draw back. One more like that, shifting forward, find your plank position, set the shoulder blades here, lengthen the belly, energize the legs. As you exhale, draw your thighs back. And then from here, walk your hands all the way back. bend in the knees, allow the head to be heavy here. If you're not, yes, shake it now. See if you can let go of any tension in the head, neck, and shoulders. We'll soften the knees and make your way to stand. So think of stacking one vertebrae on top of another. And then roll up here, growing tall. I'm going to slide my mat back a bit. From here, we're going to take a bend in the knees, making sure your feet are sitting bone width apart. Almost sweep the arms open across the chest. Once again, bend the knees and open across the chest. We shift back a little further. 2 more like that. Nice. From here, bending the knees, sweep the arms. This time we'll open it up toward the back wall. Coming into a twist. Bend the knees, sweep the arms, open up toward the left wall. And bend the knees. A little more deeply here, coming into this twist. Reach, open out through the chest. And this time maybe you're able to reach the fingertips and let them graze across your mat. And open the chest up to the left. Nice. The next time we come back to the center, we'll reach the arms all the way up. And then bend the knees here, just a micro bend and start to peel back down. And then press down through the feet to roll it up, stacking one vertebrae on top of another. Shoulders roll back, roll top, chin to the chest, peel back down. Peeling away from that imaginary wall, hollow out the belly. Grounding down through the legs, soften the knees, make your way back up to stand. One vertebrae stacking on top of another, roll your shoulders back, roll top. Chin to your chest, peel it down. Head is heavy, allow the arms to dangle, and then roll it up, stacking one vertebrae on top of another, moving all the way up to stand. Let's add on from here, chin to your chest, peel it down. Taking the hands all the way down to the floor, this time walking it out for 1, 2, on 3, find that high plank position. You're welcome to lower the knees or not, elbows rolling in toward the side ribs, chest leaning forward. For 2, head in line with the spine. Here's 3. And then tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Start to walk your hands all the way back toward the feet. Take a little bend in the knees here. And rolling it up to stand, stacking one vertebrae on top of another. Roll your shoulders back from here, go top, chin to your chest, peel back down. Peeling away from that wall. Take the hands to the floor, we'll walk it all the way out. And bring your shoulders so they're in line with the wrists. Setting the shoulder blades here, you can lower the knees. Elbows rolling in, pressing down. For 2, head in line with your spine. Here's 3. Tuck the toes, lift the hips up and back. Take the hands all the way back toward your feet. Take a little bend in the knees here and rolling it up, spreading through the toes. Press the floor away. Last thing comes up, shoulders, neck, and then the head. Chin to the chest, peel back down. And releasing the hands all the way to the floor. We'll walk it all the way out. Up to you whether to lower the knees. Elbows draw in, head in line with the spine here, pressing up. Here's 2. Here's 3. Try not to let the head hang. Tuck the toes under, lift your hips up and back. Take the hands back toward the feet, try not to rock side to side. Engaging those abdominals, rolling all the way up to stand. 1 more like that as you're ready. Chin to your chest, peel back down. Taking the hands all the way down to the floor, walk it all the way out. And then from here, lowering the knees is an option. Elbows hugging and pressing up. This time, lift the hips up and back. And we'll take the hands back for the feet. Take a little bend in the knees here, rolling it up. Stack one vertebrae on top of another. You're going to grab a hold of your weights. If you don't have weights, soup cans will do, or you can do without weights. Heels in here, toes out, roll your shoulders back, navel to spine. You're going to slide down that imaginary wall. Rise up for a top. Sliding down that wall. Nice. Make sure the knees are opening toward the wall behind you. Knees coming over toes. So you're not rolling it on the inside of the foot. Exhale, slide. Use your breath. Exhale. We're going to do 4 more just like that. Here's 3. Here's 2. On our last one, we're going to hold, coming down here, little pulses. Tailbone is heavy, crown of the head reaching toward the ceiling. This last one, stay right here, pop the right heel. We're gonna circle the arms. Like you're carving out a circle in the air. Try and stabilize through the shoulder blades here. Navel drawing to your spine. Slow it down. 2 more. And lower that heel. Reverse your circle, lifting the left heel away. Carving out that big circle in the air. 2 more. And this last one, go ahead and rise up. This time sinking back down, we'll bring the arms in front of you. We're gonna reach the right arm and lower the opposite arm. And then see if you can switch in the middle, coming straight down the midline. Try not to elevate the shoulders here, getting that full range of motion of the shoulder joint. Coming a few minutes away from, or a few inches away from the thigh as you reach. And lower, 3 more. Try not to rock side to side, here's 2. Last one here, we're gonna meet up in the middle. Bend the elbows, reach little pulses, sink down a little further. And then from here, we're gonna bring it in, open out. Shoulder blades glide onto your back, try not to break the wrist. Use your breath. 3 more here. Last 2. On our last one, hold, bloom together, squeeze for 2. Two more. We'll bloom together here, little pulses, lifting up. Keep reaching and lifting for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Rise up. Toe heel the feet in here, nice and easy. And we'll take a little sip of water, releasing your weights. I'm gonna slide my mat in just a bit. And come back to the back of your mat. You're gonna soften the knees and make your way back down. Take the hands down to the floor, walk it out, and take a little stretch here. And then from here, lengthening heels toward the floor, lifting up through the singles, press into the hands, we'll shift forward into a plank. Lower the knees or come to tippy toes and lower your plank all the way down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders here, we'll press up, hold back, hips to the heels. Separating the knees apart, bring the big toes together. Rest the forehead. Slowing down that heart rate just a bit, and then rising up. We're gonna swing the legs around. So if you have a ball, grab it here. I'm gonna bring it between the inner thighs, give it a little squeeze. Sip of water. And then navel toward your spine here, scooping the belly, hands back behind the thighs. We're gonna curl the tail under as you do round your spine. Rolling that low back behind you. Inhale, lengthen up to the crown of your head. Exhale, scoop it around. Inhale, rise, squeeze your ball. Exhale, scoop. Curl the tail under. Nice from here, releasing those arms. Exhale, reach your low back up. And rise up for top. And exhale, reach. Nice, from here, hands back behind the thighs. We're gonna hinge from the hips, nice long spine. And then rising up. So head is in line with the spine here. Hinge, leaning straight back. Imagine that there is a rod through the spine here, so stay nice and long as you hinge from your hips. Nice, rise, and you can release the arms from here for a little more challenge. Try and keep the feet planted, squeeze your ball, so a little sense of adducting in the inner thighs. Last one. We're gonna take this one into a rotation, then next time you lean back, rotate, open up to the right. Sweep, rotate, opening up to the left. Sweep that arm around. Rotate right, use your breath, sweep it around, rotate left, reach, and sweep it around. Let's do one more side. And slowly rise, nice. We'll take the hands back behind the thighs, scooch forward on your mat just a little, Pulling the navel into the spine, we're going to roll it down. One vertebrae at a time, nice and easy. All the way down to your mat. Once you're here, walk your feet in a bit. Release your arms to your sides. Press your low back down and just peel the hips away. We're going to come into a bridge. Little squeeze of the inner thighs, so hug in toward the midline. As you lower down, upper back, middle back, lower back, tailbone. Press your low back down, peel the hips away, shin coming toward your chest. Squeezing your ball. Knees lengthen toward that wall, roll it on down. Keep that sense of adducting. So grounding down through the inner heel. 2 more like that. Low back presses down, hips peel away, chin coming toward your chest here. And then think of those knees lengthening toward that opposite wall. Glutes are squeezing lower down bone by bone. The next time you peel up, we're going to hold at the top. And we're going to lower a little, lift a little. Lower and lift. Keep that squeeze of the glutes. Keep that adduction. Try not to let the knees duck out. 4 more here. 3, 2, last one. Come on down. Nice. From here, lift the feet off. Bring the knees so they're in line with the hips. Reaching the arms to the sides like a T. Let's come over to the right. Use that left oblique to draw it back to the midline. Over to the left, coming to that hover. Keep squeezing your ball. Slowly lift back to center. If you don't have a ball, you can just drawing the inner thighs in here. And up and over to the left. Opposite shoulder blade is weighted down into the floor. Coming back to the right. Slow rise. Up and over to the left. Let's do 1 more each side. We're going to lower the feet down. Take the hands back behind the head here. Elbows are wide. Navel draws through your spine. Scoop your belly. Lift the tips of the shoulder blades away. So you're going to lift a little higher from here. Slow lower back down. Exhale and lift. Keep the back of the neck long. Lift a little higher. Make sure you're not using those neck muscles here. So about the size of your fist between your chin and your chest. And rising up. Lift a little higher. We're going to come into a rotation on this next one. Rising up. Rotate right, elbows wide. Slow center. Rotate left. Lift in the middle. Lower down. Exhale. Rotate. And rotate. Lift in the middle. Lower back down. Exhale, lift. Coming into that rotation. Here we go. Rotate left. Lift. Lower. Rise up. We're going to come back to the middle here. Lift up a little higher right here. Try not to tense up the neck and shoulders. Last time through. Rotate. Rotate. We're going to come back to the middle. Lift up a little higher. Bring your hands back behind the thighs. Sinking your navel to your spine. Lift up higher still. Little pulses right here. Lifting up for 2. Here's 3. And lower it down. Give your knees a hug. A little release of the low back. Nice and easy. Releasing the other way. From here, let's go ahead and take the feet back down to the floor. If you have your ball, you can use that. If you have the circle, you can bring it between the ankles here. Draw your navel to your spine, lift the feet up, and bring the knees directly over the hips. Prepping for the 100, float the arms up. As the arms lift up overhead, drop your rib cage down. We'll nod the chin to the chest, bring the tips of the shoulder blades away, and start to pump your arms. So you're inhaling for 5 here, exhaling for 5. Stay here or lengthen the legs up toward the ceiling. And if this feels like too much on the head, neck, and shoulders, you can lower the upper body down. Stay here or lower down toward 45 degrees. Pumping the arms, navel drawn to the spine. Stay here or slowly lift. And slowly come to that hover. Keep that squeeze in the inner thighs. Slowly lift. And slowly lower. And slowly lift. And slowly lower. Last one. We're going to hover, inhale, exhale, and lower down. Give those knees a hug, little circles, releasing that low back, one way, then the other. Take your head side to side, releasing the ball here or the circle. Go ahead and rock it up to a seat. You're going to bring the hands back behind the thighs, scoop your belly, circle around your low back. Lifting one foot and then the other way. And then rock back just a little, navel drawing to your spine, rock to come up, coming into that seat. Try not to let the toes touch down, scoop your belly, rock it back a little, coming up a little. Nice, once again, we're rocking back a little. Rock it up a little, hold here, or exhale. Rock along the spine, come up to that balance. Navel to spine to rock back, keep that same distance between chest and thighs throughout. Coming back to that balance, holding onto it, exhale, rock along the spine. And hold. Exhaling. And from here, you can extend the arms if you want to extend the leg. And if you extend the right leg, try the left. Keep that same distance between chest and thighs throughout. Last one here. We're going to hold this one at the top. Lengthen both legs. Extend the spine. Roll your shoulders back. Reach the arms. Full teaser. And bending the knees in here. We'll take the hands back behind the thighs and roll it all the way down bone by bone. Nice. Lengthening the legs one at a time onto your mat. Squeeze the inner thighs together here. Take your hands to your pelvis. Find that low rib cage with your thumbs. And then finding the top of your pelvis with those index fingers. Drop the rib cage. Reach the arms to shoulder height. We'll float the arms up. As you exhale, nodding the chin to the chest, start to peel away. Reaching out and over the toes. You're welcome to grab the whole weights if you like. And then as you peel down, hollow out the belly. The arms will float up, the rib cage drops down. Exhale, nod the chin to the chest. Start to peel, peel, peel. Reach out and over the toes. Scooping the belly here around your spine. Squeeze the inner thighs together. Slowly lower bone by bone. Nice. The arms float up, the rib cage drops down. Exhale. Squeeze those inner thighs. Using the legs and the glutes here, legs are actively engaged, rounding over and then peeling down bone by bone, rounding through your spine. Arms float up, rib cage drops down. Glutes are squeezing, exhale, peel. Use your breath. Reach all the way out and over the toes. And then curling the tail under. Scooping the belly, rounding back down. Arms float up, rib cage drops down. One more like that, exhale. Peeling all the way back up. Nice. On this last one, we'll come all the way back down. And from here, taking the arms back down by your sides, pressing into the palms. We'll bend the knees in one at a time. Take the feet to the floor. Setting up for prep for rollover. Extend one leg and then the other up to the ceiling. Slight bend in the knees here or lengthen the legs all the way. If you're able, take the legs apart to about the width of your mat. Lower down. 45 degrees. Inner thighs connect. Slow lift back up. So it's slow separate, slow lower, inner thighs connect, slow lift back up. Slow separate, slow lower, inner thighs, slow lift. Ground down through the palm, shoulders away from the ears here. Think inner thighs to bring those legs together. Nice, let's do two more here. Last time through. And from here, we're going to reverse that circle. So lifting back up to 90. Lower with the legs together first, then separate, then slow lift. Inner thighs connect, slow lower. Keep grounding down through the palms. Stabilize to the shoulder blades here. Make sure that low back isn't overarching as you lower the legs. Last two in this direction. One more here, and then we're setting up for corkscrew. So from here, gluing those inner thighs together. Squeeze, scoop the belly. We're going to trace a circle on the ceiling with those big toes all the way out and around. Peel your hips up. And all the way out and around. And peel the hips. And all the way out and around. And peel the hips up. And tracing that circle to the left. You can see here, make the circle bigger. From here, finding a little extension at the top. Make sure the weight is on the shoulder blades here, not on the neck as you float up. Inner thighs stay connected and circle and lift. Round down to the palms, caress the floor away. Exhale. One more each side. Last time through. And we'll reach. Nice. From here, bend the knees in. And we're going to come up onto the forearms. Rock it side to side. So you bring those elbows so they're up underneath the shoulders. And then make sure you find this lift of the chest. So lengthen the legs. And from here, circling over to the right. Coming into hip circles. Inner thighs glue together. Circle it to the left. Nice. Circling right. Try not to sink in the chest. Circling left. Little bend in the knees or straight legs. Circling right. Scooping the belly. One more to the left, and then we're going to take a bend in the knees. And from here, dip them left, dip them right, dip them left, extend, and rotate, rotate, coming into those obliques. You should find this rotation through the sideways. Rotate, rotate, rotate. On the third one, extend. Find that lift of the chest. Rotate, 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 and extend. Last time through. And from here, we'll reach up. So press down through the palms, come up to a seat. And then slide it back. Take the extra flesh away from your sitting bones. Sitting up nice and tall here. Take a hand to your low back. If you have a roundedness through your low back, try bending the knees or elevating the hips here, or maybe both. And then you're welcome to do it without weights, or you can grab a hold of those weights. We're going to do this spinal twist, reaching the arms. Out to a T, slight bend of the elbows, a little bend in the knees as needed, lengthen up through the crown of the head, rotate right. Keep those arms right and left your sides, come back to the center and rotate to your left. Crown of the head reaching toward the ceiling. Make sure the arms don't move, so that rotation is coming from the belly button. You're rotating from the torso here. Arms are along for the ride, so don't let that arm follow along. Right at your sides, rotate right. A little bend in the elbows. Rotating left. Back to the center. Let's do 2 more sets. Keep the crown of the head reaching toward the ceiling. Rotate left. Try not to let that arm come with you. Keep those arms at your sides. The next time you come back to the middle, go ahead and bring your palms to face down. Reach the arms out in front of you. Bend the right elbow. Rotate. Unwind. Rotate left. Bending that elbow straight back behind you. Standing through that arm. Rotate. And reach. And reach. How about one more each side? Nice. We're going to come back around to the middle. Release the weights. Slide forward on your mat a bit so you have some room to rock back. This time, tail's tucked under, so round the spine, and then upper back is going to extend. Let the knees drop open, hands back behind the thighs here, lengthening that right leg, and then the left. Stay with the hands back behind the thighs, or slide over to your calves, inner thighs connect. Slow open. Inner thighs connect slowly. Just the width of your mat as you open the legs, inner thighs. And slow open. Once again, inner thighs. Nice. From here, holding here, scooping the belly or rocking back along the spine. And then lengthen as you come up. Exhale, navel to spine. Keeping that same distance between chest and thighs throughout. Scoop the belly and rock it back. Make sure your weight is coming onto the shoulder blades here and not on your neck. How about 2 more? Open leg rock. Nice. We're going to add on from here. Flex the feet. Reach to the heels. Slow lower the legs. And then like somebody's got you by the waist, pulling you back as you reach forward. From here, bring the legs to meet your arms. Rock it back. Flex the feet. Slow lower. Controlled. Fold over. Spine stretch forward. And then slowly come on back up. Rock it back. Flex the feet. Slow lower. Fold over. Sit up tall. Exhale the legs to meet your hands. Rock back. Flex the feet. Slow lower. Fold over. Last time through. We're going to hold this last one at the top. And this time, fold over and hold, hollowing out the belly. Find the safe stretch of the back. And then sitting up nice and tall, bring the legs a little wider apart, so a little wider than that, but flex the feet. If you need to, bend the knees. You want to make sure you're up on those sitting bones. Reach through the arms. Take a breath. Rotate right, reach. Reach a little further. Inhale, come back to the center. Rotate to your left. So you're reaching for that opposite pinky toe. Reach a little further. Inhale, lengthen as you rise up. Exhale, rotate, reach, reach. Keep the feet flexed here like you're pressing them into a wall. Rotate left, reach, reach a little further. Inhale, lengthen up to the crown of the head. Exhale, rotate, reach out, reach. Inhale, grow top. Exhale, rotate. Nice. One more set of the saw. Reach back, rotate, and come back to the center and rotate to your left. Nice. We're going to come back to the center for this one. Reach the arms and the legs together. This time, bring the hands back behind that right thigh, lower onto your back. Nice. From here, we're going to lengthen that leg up toward the ceiling. Ground down to the palms. Bring the arms at your sides. And then just flex and point. Take a little circle of the ankle. And circling the other way. So scooping the belly here, navel to spine. Go ahead and trace the circle on the ceiling with that big toe. All the way out and around. Back to the center. All the way out and around. Back to the center. Try and keep your hips still. And then you can make the circle bigger if you like. And if you like, maybe the lengthening through that left leg. Last two, try and keep those hips still like you're balancing something on that lower belly. We're going to hold at the top, circling counterclockwise this time, all the way out and around. Start with your circle small. If you can maintain that control, you can make the circle bigger. Stabilize with the shoulder blades, squeeze the glutes. 4 more. On this last one, we'll give the knee a hug and draw it in toward your chest. Release the front of that hip. Take the foot to the floor. Lengthen that left leg toward the ceiling. Flex and point. So reaching through the heel and then reach through the ball of the foot. Take a little circle of the ankle one direction and then the other. And then drawing that navel to the spine, scooping the belly. We'll trace that circle. And trace that circle. Stay here, lengthen through that right leg. Each time you come back to the midline, brakes on. Ground down through the palms, shoulders away from the ears. Last two in this direction. Hips are still. Hold at the top, and then reversing that circle. Woo! Last two right here. And we'll hug the knee in toward the chest. Release the front of that hip. Take your time. We're going to take a stretch here. So take that foot to the floor, right ankle to your left knee. Release that left foot away. Stay here. Our hands can come back behind that left thigh. Just take a peek down. Make sure the knee and the ankle are in line. Hold it a little closer as we feel the stretch here. Breathe. And we'll lengthen that leg long. Scoot your hips a bit to the right. So as you take this knee across the body, you're stacking the hips. Just take a twist out. Taking a twist, we'll unwind and take this left ankle this time right here. Stay here or releasing that foot, taking the hands back behind the thighs option. Breathe into the stretch, take another breath. Lengthen the right leg this time, scooch the hips to the left. We'll take this knee across the body. Twisting out, that hand can come to the outside of the knee. And unwind. Nice, you can both feet to the floor. From here, we'll set up for the abdominal series. Releasing the right foot, bring the knee in line with the hip here. Interlace your fingers underneath that knee. Scooping the belly, lengthen that left leg. Lowering it down toward 45 degrees. Stay with the upper body on the mat or nod your chin to your chest. That fall can come back behind the head for support if you like. And then just switch. So you're going to let the legs brush in the air, bringing that knee directly over top of the hip. Opposite leg is reaching and extending here. Stay here or extend with the arms. Keep that scoop of the belly. Last set. And we're gonna bend both knees in from here. Knees over the hips, extend through arms and legs. Wrap it in, knees over the hips. So squeeze those inner thighs, reach and wrap. It's reach and wrap. And reach and wrap. Once again. Last time through. Hands back behind the right thigh from here. Go ahead and reach, double pull. We'll scissor the legs. Double pull and scissor. Hands can come back behind your thigh or your calf here, depending on your flexibility. Let the legs brush a little. And brush. Double pull. Try not to lean side to side. Try not to bring yourself up to that leg. Last set, right and left. We're going to come right into doubles from here. So inner thighs together, hands back behind the head for support, or you can use that ball or lower the upper body down. Slow lower, slow lift. Little bend in the knees is needed or straight legs. Try not to adjust the pelvis. Keep the pelvis the same. So you're not overarching that back as the legs lower down. One more here. Inner thighs are glued together. We're going to lift back up, bend that right knee in this time. Hands back behind the head, lengthen the left leg. Rotate right, engage those obliques, come back to center. Rotate left. As you look, make sure the legs are hugging the midline here so that knee isn't veering off to the left or right. Rotate. Elbows wide, rotate. And rotate. Coming into those obliques, 2 more sets. Straight down the midline, let them brush. Last time through. And we're gonna lower down. Give your knees a hug. Release. And then take a little circle, release that low back. One way, the other. And one at a time, bringing those feet to the floor, walking all the way in toward the sitting bones comfortably. Feet are sitting bone width apart. Take your arms to your sides, draw your navel into your spine. Press your low back down and feel the hips away. We're gonna come up into a bridge. Shifting the weight onto that left foot, let's lengthen through the right leg. We're gonna flex and reach and point and swing. Flex and reach, point and swing. From here, 2 more, keeping those hips lifted, don't let those hip points lower. Stay with this, second set, or dip, lift, adding on, flex, reach, point, swing. It's dip, lift, flex, reach, point, swing. Dip and lift, reach. 2 more like that. Keep this control, last one. Woo, let's lift it up, bend the knee. We'll take the foot to the floor. Roll down, use that control. Coming on to the other side. Low back presses down, hips feel away. Shin to your chest. Shift the weight into the right foot, left leg extends. Flex and reach for that opposite wall, point and swing. Flex and reach, point and swing. Nice, for 3. Try and keep those hips lifted, lifted, lifted. Don't let the hips lower. 1 more here. Now second set, repeat, or dip, lift, flex, reach, point, swing. Dip and lift, flex, reach, point, swing. Woo, 3 more. I'm feeling it, are you? Goodness. Last time through. Woo, we're gonna take it up, bend that knee, and roll it on down. Let's take a little neutralizer here. Walk the feet out to the edge of the mat. And take the arms up overhead, bend the elbows. Just take your knees to the left, to the right. Windshield wiper out the legs a couple of times. Letting one side of the low back and rib cage peel away, and then the other. Once you've gone through a couple of cycles, we'll give those knees a hug. Wrap the arms around the knees. Knees into your chest. Little circles here, releasing that sacrum. And then take your head side to side. Nice, from here, extending the arms long. Overhead, take the legs long. Reach from your fingers to your toes, take a breath in. We're gonna sweep it around and come onto your belly. You're welcome to grab some water. And we're gonna set up for back extension here. So sliding the hands so that they're underneath of the shoulders. And then engage those glutes. Think of the tailbone lengthening down from here. Tops of the feet are pressing into the floor so much, kneecaps lift away. Elbows are wrapping in, hands beneath the shoulders, peeling up for a little back extension. So when we think of core, we think mostly of abs, but we need to think of back too, because those muscles wrap around. So these are the muscles we're strengthening. And rising up. Squeezing those glutes, whole back body engaged. Lift a little higher, we'll slow lower. Elbows wrap in, press the tops of the feet into the floor. Rise. Glutes are squeezing. Feel up a little higher. And lower it down. One more like that. Shoulders roll back. Elbows hug in. Head in line with the spine, so not breaking in the neck. Lift a little higher. Make sure you're not using your hands. Test yourself. Lower down. Look over that right shoulder. Release the arms at your sides. And just shimmy the hips side to side here. Release any tension. Let the heels fall apart. Big toes come to touch. Take your hands underneath the shoulders here. You're going to fold it back. Bring your hips to your heels. Round your spine. Rest the forehead. Take a little shimmy side to side. Releasing the hips. Nice. We're going to come forward into a second set. And this one, taking the arms at your sides like you have a striker running down your pants. Press the tops of the feet into the floor. Roll your shoulders back. Back of the neck is long. Rise. Lift up a little higher, keeping the back of the neck long. Slowly lower. Squeeze those glutes. Shoulders roll back. Peel the chest away. Keep the legs active. Peel up a little higher. And lowering down. Rising up here, back of the neck is long. Squeeze those glutes. Shoulders roll back. Lift a little higher. And lowering. Two more just like that. Lift. And lift a little higher. Last time through. Rising up. Glutes are squeezing. Tailbone lengthening toward the mat. Lift a little higher. Shoulders pull back. And lower. Look over that other shoulder. Shimmy your hips side to side here. Heels fall apart. Big toes touch. Hands underneath the shoulders. We'll press up. And then folding back. Bring your hips to your heels. Separate the knees apart here. And just round the spine. Let it go. Take a little breather. And then we're going to set up for glutes. So we're going to come on to hands and knees. You can take a hold of one of your weights here, or if you have the ball, we're going to bring it back behind the knee, either the weight or the ball. And then set up so that you're hip width apart, hips and knees in line, and stack your shoulders over top of your wrists. Draw your foot in towards your rear, squeeze the weight or the ball. Navel's drawn to your spine here, scoop the belly, spread the fingers. We're going to lift up and then come to a hover. So bring your thigh more or less parallel, and then you're coming to that hover. Try not to rock side to side here. Head is in line with the spine. Use your exhale. Try not to let the head hang. Two more here. Last one. Try not to rock side to side. It's little pulses up. Small range. And from here, we're coming back behind that knee and then opening it out to the side. Try not to hike that hip. So back behind the knee, out to the side. Keep this nice and slow and controlled. Use your breath. Two more here. On our last one, it's a pulse, so small range, little pulses. Try not to lean into that left side. From here, we're doing a circle all the way out and around, like you're drawing a circle in the air with that knee. And then reversing that circle, so building strength and that end range of motion here, all the way out and around, full circles. Nice, last one. And release it. We're going to switch sides here. Give it a little squeeze, pull the belly button in toward the spine. From here, lift and hover an inch away. Lift and hover. Try not to rock side to side. Make sure you're not pouring all the weight into that right side. So that left oblique has to fire up here. Use your exhale. Here's 7. 2 more. On our last one, small range, little pulses up. And we're going back behind that knee And then reach it out to the side. Back behind the knee and open out to the side for 3. Three more here. Reach. Here's 2. Our last one, we're going to keep it up, and it's a pulse for 2, 3. Try not to lead into that left side. And we're going to circle all the way up around. Here we go. Circling for 3. And reversing that circle opposite direction. Woo! Last one. We're going to take a break here. Hips to the heels, so release your weight. And then sinking back, separate the knees apart from your big toes together. And we're going to come back on hands and knees. From here, scoop your belly, bring this right leg straight back behind you, reach to the heel. We're going to lift this leg, but try not to lift the hip. Nice and easy, tapping down, rising up. Flexing the foot, take your hand to your hips. Make sure your hips are level here, and then you can bring your hand to your head if you like you're saying, oh my. Reach to your heel. Slow it down. 2 more here. Without elevating that hip, and then it's a small range, little pulses reaching through that heel, navel drawing to your spine. From here, we're carving out that circle in the air. Slow it down. Try not to let the head hang. Reversing that circle nice and slow. Carve it out. Woo! Almost there, guys. From here, we're going to tap toward that right-hand corner, up and over, tap to the left-hand corner. So coming into rainbow, like you're drawing a rainbow in the air with that big toe. All the way up and around, corner to corner, to corner, to corner. Woo! 2 more sets. You wanted glutes, it's all your fault. Bring it up and over. Reach back your heel. Look over that shoulder, breathe. Release your toes. Left leg back, and then we take a little break. Lift and lower, navel drawing to your spine. Scoop your belly, flex your foot. Find that lift up out of your wrist so you're not just sinking down here. Reach to your heel. 3 more. You can take your hand to that low back, make sure hips are level. You can take your hand to your head if you want. On this last one, it's a pulse, small range, low pulse, low ribs up. And then we're going to carve out that circle, keeping the hips still. And then reversing that circle. Keep your hips still. That's where the work comes in here. And from here, we're going to tap and tap. So find the corners all the way up and over, tap. All the way up and over, tap. Nice. All the way up and over. Drawing that rainbow in the air, big toe. Four more sets just like this. On this last one, up and over, reach back to the heel. Woo! Throw that right shoulder. And release it. Hips to your heels. Ah, that should feel so nice. Goodness. Press into your hands here, get that stretch of the shoulders. And we're gonna come on up and bring the backs of the hands together here. Just take a couple circles. Ooh, releasing those wrists. And then reversing. And then from here, we'll spread the fingers, interlacing the fingers here, reach them through the hands. Doing that nice stretch, and then right fingertips down. Ooh. And doing the fingertips up. And switch. Off. And getting that stretch in the forearm as well, and then pressing the other way. And we'll release. Nice. Let's come onto the back here and have a squat if you like. If you have a strap, grab that, a yoga strap, or if you've got a like a sweatshirt or a t-shirt here, you can use that. We're gonna, or the ring. Yeah, you capture the right foot. Lying back here. You can also just use your hands. And then stay here, or you can lengthen this left leg if you're more flexible. And then take a breath in. We're going to take either the strap, the ring, or your ankle into that right hand. Just take it out to the right. Use this left hand to gently press the left hip down to the floor. Breathe into that stretch. Nice. We're going to come up to the center. Lengthen that other leg long if you haven't already. Come out a third way. Breathe into that. And then you can put down a little further, maybe coming all the way. Look over that right shoulder, breathe. We'll come back to the center here and bring the forehead toward the knee for a final stretch. And then lengthen that leg long onto your mat and then capture this left foot this time. So either grabbing ankle, or you can take a hold of the foot with your strap or circle. A couple of breaths here, and then as you breathe out, we'll take it out to the left. So this time right hand to your hip. Breathe into that stretch. And then nice and easy. Bring it across the body. We'll come into this and breathe. And then you bring it all the way across. When you're ready, maybe lengthening that other leg along the mat, bring into a twist, and back to the center. So forehead towards your knee, your upper body away. Final stretch. And then we'll lengthen both legs along onto your mat. Take the arms out at your sides. You're going to come a little bit away from the body. The palms face up. Take a deep breath in. Breathe it out. Send it all the way down to your toes. And then we'll work our way up, starting at your feet. Relaxing your ankles, your calves. Making your way up to your thighs, your hips, your back, your belly, your chest. Your arms at your sides. Making your way all the way up to your shoulders, your neck, your head. Take the arms up overhead. Take the spinal stretch, fingers to toes. Bend your knees in one at a time. Make your way onto your side. And then you can use your upper body strength and press your way up to a seat. Sitting up tall, lengthening up through the crown of the head. And we'll take the arms all the way up as you breathe in. Exhale, press the space away. One more like that. Inhale, arms sweep, open across the chest. Exhale as you press. And guess what? We're done. Yay. Thanks so much for joining me, guys. Have a great night.
Thank you.
Keep in mind, we're going to be reopening on Monday. So if you should have gotten an email detailing all that information last week, but we'll send out another email, I think tomorrow, just to make sure we all know what to do. And then when you go to sign in, they'll have like Pilates and then Zoom Pilates. So just make sure you're choosing the right one. We were limiting our in-class institute classes to 5 people. So just be mindful of that. And then just kind of reviewing the instructions on how to return, like wearing your mask. Once you're in space, 5 feet away from people, or 6 feet away, you can take your mask off. We're gonna have little bins that you can put all your stuff in, and then those will go in the cubbies. And then when you leave, we'll wipe them down for the next person. So just kind of taking more precautions, obviously, than usual, and hand sanitizer, all that good stuff, wipes. So we'll review it, I'm sure, 100 more times with you guys. But thanks so much for hanging in there. It was good to see you guys, and we'll see you soon. Yay!
All right, thank you.
Thanks, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Bye.